Hi, I'm Emily and this is Michelle. We are at work in her adorable floral studio here today. Someone asked me recently how to make a floral arrangement that would sit on top of something that's sort of round and flowy, so it'd be easier to make it and show you than it will be to explain it. So first things first, we're going to pull together our supplies. You're going to need a clear glass dish, floral foam cut to size, just use kitchen knife, clippers, flowers. We actually have our buckets down here behind us so it doesn't take up space on the table, some waterproof floral tape, and then eventually we're going to be setting it on this tall candlestick so that the arrangement can go in the middle of a table without messing up people's view from side to side. But while we're working, we'll use just our workbench and this jar for it to sit on top of. Would you like to soak the foam?
Yes.
So when you soak your floral foam, it does need flower food in it, and the easiest way we have found when you're working is to just soak the foam in the bucket that holds your flowers, because you already have food in there. Hold it down until it stops bubbling. And that way you know it'll be full. Then you're going to use the floral tape to secure the foam to your dish. And this kind of tape comes in clear or green. Any other colors? No. We don't know what it's called, but your floral wholesaler should have some for you. Thanks. All right. Now you could do this with a ton of different flowers. I like to use big hydrangea as the base, or large blossom zinnias, dahlias, huge roses. Today we're working with a pretty simple palette of greenery and spray roses. Spray roses. Beautiful. Good job. Wax flower is a nice filler. We've got some fern tucked in back here. Wax flower has really little bloom, so it's nice for filling it up. And then we're going to use some greenery, some ferns, and a variegated pittosporum for the draping effect. Alright, I'm going to start with some roses to cutting long stems to give the height that I want to the arrangement. Make sure when you poke your flowers in that it doesn't go all the way through the foam to the bottom. Though if it does, when you use a dish like this, just a little bit of water will eventually seep down into the bottom, and so it will into the dish, so it'll catch those bottoms of the stems. You want to fill in from your side?
Sure.
If you have less flowers, it's often easier to make your arrangements closer to the foam, because by doing this we will make our arrangement much bigger, but we'll need lots of filler to go inside. It's sitting very steady. Alright, now we don't want a perfectly round one. Round arrangement.
Put it on the table.
Let's do that. We don't want a perfectly round arrangement, so we're doing things at all different heights. And I just plucked that guy out. I need to make sure he goes back in the exact same hole, or else the foam will get eaten up with holes and it won't work. Then we're going to fill in with the greenery to give it nice shape and to cover the foam. It's not often you have the advantage of two people working on the same arrangement.
Be nice.
Would be nice. It's a little faster. And we're clipping down in using some longer pieces and some shorter. Then we're going to start filling in here and there with our wax flower, which again will add another dimension. As you can see. And wax flower comes in a couple of colors, but only a couple of natural ones. Oftentimes you will see it in other colors. They've just, the wholesalers have painted them. We prefer to only work with the white and the pink, which is pretty much all I've seen for natural.
Mm-hmm.
Is there yellow? Or was that painted?
I don't know.
I think that was a painted one. Pretty.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to turn it around a little bit and fill in the back. Obviously we have a very happy-go-free, happy-go-lucky arrangement. Or at least it makes me happy. Are you happy?
I'm happy.
Super happy?
Very.
Not quite super.
Almost super. It's getting super.
Often when you reach this step, when you've got it this far around, we've got it fairly full, it's easier to go ahead and set it up on top of your candlestick. Here, let me move this a little bit. And then you can fill in the bottom. Sorry for the light. Here. You can fill in, did I get it? Mm-hmm. The bottoms of your arrangement around, so that your guests won't see the green stuff. Okay. I'm going to try to set it back down here, and then we'll fill that in really quickly. I'm going to use some, we'll use more of the wax and the greenery, but we're also using some fern for draping purposes. It would be pretty if we had hanging amaranthus to fall down the sides really naturally. Again, when you're sticking the foam on this side, make sure you're not sticking it up through the top. I did just a little bit of a rose down at the bottom. What are you filling in with?
I think I'm going to use the fern.
Ooh, pretty. When we delivered this and set it up, we would also put some of the green gunk. Do you know the official name for that? Your florist has it. And it comes in a roll, but it's a very sticky substance, and so we would put that between the dish and the candlestick holder to keep it as secure as possible, because if people bump the table or there's a strong wind, we don't want the whole thing to fall apart, because it is obviously top heavy. You could also set this arrangement on a tall glass vase. Your turn?
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe use it in the on a display table you're doing. Put it at the back with your behind your picture frames and greenery. I didn't mean greenery. I meant brochures. It's not at all like greenery. Very nice.